evil thing to help us celebrate 666 than Diablo. So, Rod, good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I came as old game maker. That's what my costume. So, yeah, that works. We already were making fun of Destin. It was more because of his kids. It's probably Paw Patrol than the reference you're going for. So, but yeah.
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to check the Champion limited edition of the Beta FPV R65 Whoop, which I have recently reviewed. Beta FPV manufactured 1000 units of this Whoop, and in this very quick video I'm going to point out the differences between the versions and provide you with some feedback after testing it out. First of all, in terms of packaging, the content of the Champion limited edition is a bit different than the normal R65. Instead of HQ Prop 31mm propellers, you are getting Gemfan 1219 tri-bladed propellers. You're getting a total of 2 sets, as one of them is pre-installed on the drone. You're also getting a spare black air canopy, screws that are lighter than the ones which are pre-installed on the drone for securing the motors. So in case you would like to make it extra light and probably save maybe a gram, you can use these screws. And on top of that, you're getting a harness for connecting the flight controller to your computer using this USB Type-C port. As for the differences in terms of specs, the Champion Edition features the 5-in-1 air brushless flight controller, whereas the normal version is using the 4-in-1 version with an external radio receiver. The Champion version is using the second edition of the 0702 30,000 kV motors, whereas the normal version is using the 0702 SE, either 23,000 or 27,000 kV motors. On the race version, this is by the way the freestyle version, the normal version, as I've mentioned earlier, is using HQ Prop propellers, whereas the Champion Edition is using Gemfan 1219 propellers. And finally, the Champion version comes with the black version of the Meteor 65 Air brushless Whoop frame. This is, by the way, not something limited, so in case you'd like to, you can purchase this frame separately whenever you want. As for the weight difference, the Champion version weighs 17.7 grams, so despite using a 5-in-1 flight controller, which you might think is going to save some weight, it is a bit heavier than the normal version. But in case you would like to make it a little bit lighter, you can use the plastic screws, which of course you can also use on the normal version. As for setting up the drone, it is pretty much identical to setting up the normal R65, and the only thing that you need to pay attention to is that the PID settings are not the same. So in case you are restoring the settings of the drone to the original ones that it was shipped with, you should use the dump file which is included down below, or use the one which is provided by Beta FPV. Now, by the way, you should know that the VTX is going to be powered up, even if the flight controller is going to be powered solely using the USB Type-C port and without even powering it using the battery. So make sure that the drone gets enough ventilation when configuring it on the bench, as otherwise the VTX might overheat and get damaged. So overall, as far as I can tell after testing out the Champion limited edition, it is more agile than the normal R65 thanks to the higher kV motors. However, the standard version is also very agile, and since the kV rating of the motors is higher, the flight time is reduced, and using this 260 mAh 1S LiPo battery, you can expect between 1 minute and 50 seconds to about 2 minutes and 20 seconds of flight time, which is a bit less than the R65. This is the freestyle version, so there is quite a difference in terms of kV rating between the two. However, the differences between the kV rating of the race version and the limited version is not that high. Another point to consider is the pricing point. The limited edition costs $10 more than the standard version, and while this difference is not that much, in case you are on a tight budget, I would probably go with the R65 or maybe even with the R75, which I plan to review in a separate video. So in my opinion, in case you're looking for a top performance whoop, or in case you thought about getting the Air 75 or Air 65 and install the new 5-in-1 flight controller, or maybe even build your own whoop, the limited edition is going to be a great option. Anyway, that's going to do it for this quick video. Now I'm going to wrap it up with some flight footage. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section down below. I wish you all happy flying, and I'll see you soon on my next videos. Goodbye.
Hello，大家好，我是佛瑞。现在呢，我人来到了基隆。今天基隆天气超级好，超难得。老实说，这不是我第一次来基隆，但是我上一次来基隆的经验呢，不是说太好，因为基隆的道路规划很多都是单行道，然后我方向感又没有说太好，所以如果你只要一骑错呢，你就是没有办法回转，你要绕到别条的路，导致我上一次来基隆就是疯狂的在迷路，花了很多时间在找路。不过上个月呢，我就是跟公司的同事来到基隆工作，然后他们在地人就带了我吃了一轮基隆的在地美食，就此我对基隆的爱起死回生。我真的是没有想到，原来基隆的美食这么的惊为天人，所以我这一次呢，就特地自己一个人来到基隆，然后分享美食探店给大家。如果你不是大胃王的话，因为我知道基隆的美食很多，选择很多，你就是按照这几家店先吃，绝对没有错。而且今天介绍的名单呢，绝对也是基隆在地人看了会拍手叫好的。
If they become the majority, there are questions there. Does he face some of the same difficulties that the Republicans have faced from, in his case, the left side of his flank on issues like Israel, on, you know, those kinds of issues that he has had to walk this line, but it's been easier when he's been in the minority. When he's been in the majority, if he's in the majority, they may be expecting a lot more from him.
You know, Kaylee and Shep reminded us of an important point, and I'm wondering your thoughts on this, Rick. We never saw the protests that were expected and predicted materialize at the DNC. Never saw the attacks on polling places that we expected. We haven't seen violence break out really in any meaningful way before or after this election. It does seem like, as I consider the framing of that question, we're going to be hearing from Donald Trump right now. There you have it, being introduced along with J.D. Vance, his running mate. This is live video and audio from West Palm Beach, Florida, as we bring you to the convention center right now. The podium set up and the American flag. And I'm sure we're going to hear from Lee Greenwood here for a bit, so we might want to let this breathe. This song's got a couple of minutes in it, Rick. Now that we're actually seeing them on stage here, that, by the way, includes the former First Lady, Melania Trump, who has spent very little time on the campaign trail alongside her husband. His sons are with him, along with several other family members and other supporters. He was with Elon Musk and Dana White at the dinner earlier at Mar-a-Lago. Michael Whatley, the chair of the Republican National Committee, who was with us earlier on the broadcast, Kaylee, on the stage as well. Looks like he's not going to wait for this song to complete. Maybe he will. The whole family is coming around behind the podium. Rick, this is an incredibly important moment in Donald Trump's political career. Bill Clinton is apparently no longer the comeback kid.
Yeah, that's right. I think this is going to take that crown, and you know, we see Barron Trump first time in the campaign, really participating on stage. But I think, you know, this is the new Camelot. If you really want to stress out and say this is a family that is going to be involved in politics for a long time. I think there were real questions as to what their longevity would be if Donald Trump didn't win tonight, but that is settled. At least we think it's pretty close to being settled. So expect to see and hear from family members, especially Donald J. Trump Jr., who played an instrumental part in recruiting J.D. Vance onto the ticket.
Well, yeah, that's right. As we see both of the sons on the stage, Melania Trump, the former First Lady, looks like on track to be the First Lady once again on the stage, as well as the House Speaker, Mike Johnson, is there, who we were just discussing. Jeannie, in the final moment here before Donald Trump actually decides to speak, he's still soaking it up. What tone do you expect we'll hear?
You know, I think he's going to be, I would think, gracious to all the people who supported him and helped him in this. I think we're going to, you know, this has got to be a very excited but very tired person. He was out late last night campaigning. He probably hasn't had a wink of sleep in a week. He's got to be exhausted, but boy, what a comeback this is.
This is going to be an extended, potentially, round of applause and a standing ovation here as the music comes down and the chant, USA, in the West Palm Beach Convention Center. There is a massive crowd there tonight. Let's listen live to Donald Trump.
Friends of this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have. This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will allow us to make America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Winning the popular vote was very nice, very nice, I will tell you. A great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people. America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races, and I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them, and sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that, nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives. And I want to thank Mike Johnson. I think he's doing a terrific job. Terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that? Yeah. No, she has done a great job, works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. And we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing. But that's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. a great. My father-in-law Victor is tremendous, and we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we, huh? She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, J.D. And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Ushabez. And he's a feisty guy, isn't he? You know, I've said, go into the enemy camp, and you know the enemy camp is certain networks. And a lot of people don't like to, sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? He'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks like, he's like the only guy I've ever seen, he really looks forward to it, and then he just goes and absolutely obliterates it. Say a couple of words.
Wow. Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America. And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
Thank you very much. He turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat.
Take off the foo-foo.
E aí?
好，这样大家看得到吗？好，1500个人，感觉还是就是大家晚上都不用出去约会嘛。这样听得到吗？哦，我们工作室全部的人昨天晚上都不知道为什么都中标，就是肠胃型感冒。我昨天晚上整个晚上都没怎么睡，今天是白天好一点，我躺了一整天。本来今天我要准备要准备一些要讲的东西的，但是这样躺一整天，我东西都没什么没有太多能够准备的，是吧？不知道是什么东西，对，好，那等我一下。好啦，那感觉上这边这样子人应该蛮多人都是原本就已经有在上我们现在的课的。我们来介绍一下，今天这个东西是受那个就是一类这边邀请，然后跟我说能不能做个公开课。本来是说是做内部的那个课程的那个题目，但是讲了就是讲说我们讲说让一些比较萌新的同学，他可以就是听一下，就是了解一下整个我自己在画画的时候，我觉得那个整个世界数、整个世界观大概长什么样子，也就是我们该学的东西大概有哪些，然后需要理解的知识大概是要怎么建立的，它那个顺序该是如何。那我就跟那个一类这边就是有聊天讨论说，那这个东西其实做内部的课程有点可惜，那是不是把它干脆做成公开课好了？那就是后来就决定就是说，好，那我们就来弄一场就是直播，然后讲公开课讲这个东西。好，那我们现在来讲这个东西是这样子的，就是建模我不想一下要怎么讲，因为我今天的脑袋有一点点钝，所以他要讲的东西可能会有一点点卡，但是这边我先来跟大家说，我把这个地方是我一开始我在写有很多关键字，我把我知道的一些我认为可以分出来的系统的那个项目能力把它分开来，然后大致上它分成2个大块，就是大模块叫做建模跟渲染。建模跟渲染，建模指的是什么？就是我用的是3D 的说法，用3D 的那个做法，因为3D 的做法里面，我自己觉得它比较科学。我自己没有做过3D，但是它的那个基础逻辑我大概知道。那我们用这个东西解释的原因是，就是什么我的字有进步，这是我认真写的。平常你们上课的时候，我要写的比较快，所以才会写的那个比较潦草。我认真起来的字比这个好多了，好不好？不要小看我。好，然后我现在这边要讲的东西就是它分成2大模块。那底下这边我就注明了一些，就是像是一些常见的在这个范围，在建模这个模块里面，常常我们会提到的一些关键字，像是什么骨架啊、线稿啊、轮廓啊、剪影啊、动态啊、人体啊，这些东西是我就是认为就是你平常在提到这些东西、这些项目的